Okay, guys, it's hard to believe, but it's true. A replica Ark of the Covenant was made, and this replica has visited Mar A Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, home of former President Donald Trump, the Republican presidential nominee. We're going to show you this article. It's in Israel Today. And we had known about this previously. Donald Trump had an Ark of the Covenant. It was a replica, and they visited him in Mar A Lago. So here you can see these people made a replica Ark of the Covenant, which you see these two pictures here. You can see it says Mar A Lago. You can see it in the article. That was in this summer. So what happened is these people made this Ark of the Covenant and they brought it to Mar A Lago, hoping that the Ark of the Covenant, its presence with Donald Trump, will earn him the presidency. Guys, sometimes truth and the reality of things that we're watching is more bizarre than movies. And this is the case. You can see it says here, we heard about this, of course, this summer. A perfect replicant of the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, here at Mar A Lago. All right. Let's take a look at this article. Because after this was made, okay, you can see it's the same one that you saw pictured there. It's kind of like built after the model of the Indiana Jones movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. Here you can see it here. In another view, this is the kind of funder of this, Louis Topper, and it is there in New York in June. Afterwards, it made it to Mar A Lago with Trump. And we're going to take a look at this article, guys. With eyes on winning war, building third temple, Ark replica shown in Jerusalem. You can see the date of this, October 22nd, 2024. That is yesterday. All right. Here is the Ark pictured in this article. And as we've shown you in the other photos, you can see it is the same one that was in Mar A Lago. You can see the same feature here of the crown, and everything is identical. It's the same one. You can search this. You can look this up yourself, but here's the article that we're going to read. You can search the title, With Eyes on Winning War, Building Third Temple, Ark Replica Shown in Jerusalem. Israel Today. Okay, what is this? What is going on? Okay, a replica Ark of the Covenant, painstakingly constructed. Its creators say the Torah specifications was displayed in Jerusalem on Sunday evening during the intermediate days of Sukkot, in the holiday of Tabernacles. The Ark, described in the Torah, housed the Ten Commandments, among other holy objects. Okay. At Jerusalem's King David Hotel, the replica shown in the hotel sukkah contained a refurbished Torah scroll which survived the Holocaust from Thessaloniki, Greece. Okay. Several members of Knesset and activists, they were there to see the Ark of the Covenant replica. Okay. And later it was taken with difficulty on a Schweppes pallet jack on the rooftop overlooking the Western Wall Plaza and the Temple Mount. Okay, we've been up there before. We've shown you how they've done sacrifices and things on this roof. And in the background, you can see the Temple Mount. That's most likely where this was, where they showed it, and they're talking about here. So they took this Ark to different places. Okay, the replica Ark stopped at at Jericho. All right, so they're trying to do an exodus with the replica Ark. It went to Shiloh, okay, and they Also brought it to Jerusalem. The process and discovery mystery. Okay, it took 17 volunteers in several countries, 3.5 years to build a replica ark, which is made out of donated gold from 3 tons of Egyptian acacia. And according to Jake and the Lewis Topper, the principal financer. So there you can see it. And they describe the ark. You could read a little bit more of this if you're interested in some of the details. It was a journey. Okay, they tried to match the carats of gold that went into the original one, and a lot of concepts of motif were used, either Kabbalistic or other concept by way of a numerology. So they're, of course, using their Kabbalistic things into this ark, the golden ratio. Okay, designing and a functional replica. So they have little scenes and depictions that are happening on the different sides of the ark. That's what they're describing here. Here it's on display in the Heritage Foundation event, Israel Heritage Foundation event, held in New York in the summer. Okay, so what are these people doing? What is this about? All right, well, they get into it. People thought that the ark by itself wins the wars. The ark does not win the war. The ark by itself represents the connection between the people of Israel and Hashem. This is what wins the wars. But that's not stopping them from making an ark and thinking that they're going to win these wars by having a replica ark. Okay, how can we know if we actually are winning this war or not? The first stage is, first of all, to understand what we are fighting about. Okay, and they're talking about October 7th. All right, and the Al-Aqsa or Jerusalem Flood campaign. All right. So here they're talking about the events of the war, and well, making an ark is going to bring peace to the world. Peace and kindness. All right. Topper, a businessman, philanthropist from New York and Florida who had funded the project, told attendees the replica is a passionate task, was performed and encountered construction, engineering, architectural dictators every step of the way. All right. About the project. The project was designed to bring peace to the world and bring victory to the land of Israel. There it is right there. They're making an ark to bring peace to the world and victory for the state of Israel in their wars. And peace and kindness to America. We told you about the 2 sisters in a previous video. Took 3.5 years. Okay. And there's different people involved, rabbis and stuff, in its building. Okay. And they have some scenes here. What you're looking at here is this is the Red Sea being parted. They have another scene. Okay, this is the part we read. The covenant remains valid. The covenant remains valid. Trump is the Antichrist. He has the peace deal. He has the covenant. Okay, in Daniel 11. It wasn't clear if the replica ark would remain in Jerusalem long-term or return to the United States, where it was mainly constructed to tour and inspire individuals. The replica had already visited Mar A Lago, the Palm Beach, Florida home of former Donald Trump, the Antichrist. The ark represents the fact that the covenant is still valid. Oh my goodness, they're talking about the covenant, guys, the covenant of the Antichrist, his covenant with Israel. We've covered that many times. Trump is the Antichrist. And so, as the Antichrist, guys, who has the Ark of the Covenant in their house? The Antichrist. So this is amazing. You can look up this article. You read it for yourself. Fascinating, guys. We told you Trump is the Antichrist. No one else is going to have the Ark of the Covenant in their own house but the Antichrist himself, as you can see. And it made it to Jerusalem, and they paraded this ark in Jericho. They paraded it into Shiloh and in Jerusalem. So guys, Trump is the Antichrist. No one else is going to do something like this. So, as we say, as we conclude, the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice from out of the temple and from the throne saying, "It is done."